of people pedestrians now walking into town. I think those who decided or chose to walk to town have managed to get there. But still, this Globe Cinema roundabout usually is the busiest at this time of day, with the vehicles, matatus getting to Koja and other areas of downtown Nairobi, but you can see no vehicle allowed into town. Only police vehicles, meaning that there must be another roadblock somewhere. Very few vehicles seen within the CBD, and as you go up that road onto Moi Avenue, we'll get to see one of the busiest streets ever is Moi Avenue. And if at all it doesn't have vehicles, means today is not the usual day. This is more or less holiday traffic. Yeah, what you see on Sunday morning. City streets quickly clean this morning. Just a few people walking here and there, trying to get to their places of work, whether or not there'll be any work done today. And we've just gotten into Moi Avenue, where we can see very few vehicles moving on both sides of this major road. No matatus seen so far, even within Moi Avenue. We're getting closer to the Koja exit. And even at Koja, nothing much witnessed then as far as matatus are concerned. Just few private motorists moving. So that promised that today would be a normal working day. If anyone had said that or hoped for that to happen, it's not. Just seen a number of policemen walking, just strolling around the CBD. I've seen one matatu there. So heavy police presence along Moi Avenue, which looks like a construction site, but this has nothing to do with the protests. Just the usual digging up of everything to lay cables. And this happens every day, everywhere, making the city look very ugly. And it's now even more visible, the kind of damage they've done when the city is this empty at a few minutes to 7 a.m. You know how city dwellers are so busy getting into town as early as 4 a.m. Most businesses are shut, no shops are open today. Even Mama Mboga there, wondering who she will be selling to. Very easy to maneuver through the city center today. Very few, in fact, no shop opened so far. All businesses are shut down. And as we get closer towards the Ambassador area, where usually, Ambassador and Kencom, where usually all matatus converge before they move to other areas of the city, no vehicles yet. I can see a few passengers who are hoping to go towards Westlands, stranded there because there are no matatus. And this is the situation around the archives area. Just police, more police, and a few commuters who are hoping, or rather stranded in town waiting for matatus. A few matatus there. Yes, I can see a few buses at Ambassador ferrying commuters. So, okay, fine. Matatus are there. On the opposite side, Kencom, I've also seen a number of matatus and buses as well. So a bit more activity in this part of town, but definitely not the usual kind of activity that we're used to at this time of day within the city center. So yes, matatus are operating, at least heading towards the eastern part of the city. But coming from Thika Road, what we've seen, no matatus so far. Coming from Kiambu Road as well, no matatus. All right, we continue bringing you updates from major roads within the city and how the situation is. This is a section of Landis Road heading towards the City Stadium roundabout and joining onto Jogoo Road. And you can see the traffic there around, this is Kamukunji area. Those roads leading to Gikomba and other areas, very little traffic, just as we had reported. Matatus not being allowed to ferry passengers into the CBD, but those already in the CBD can be, Matatus are allowed to drive them to other areas of the town. More police presence at that City Stadium roundabout as well. A number of vehicles diverted back to Jogoo Road, not being allowed into town. Yes. So unaambiwa urudi nyumbani, maeneo kama Buruburu, Umoja, tena Donholm. Quite a number of matatus are there, yes, heading towards town, but most of them are not being allowed. Actually, all of them are not being allowed to get into town. They're being diverted back to Jogoo Road. And commuters, according to reports, are being forced to disembark from these vehicles at even before you get to Machakos, just around Mudhurwa area there. And they are forced to walk into town for those who insist on going on with the journey. They have to complete the rest of the journey on foot, because most of these buses are not being allowed to go beyond Mudhurwa. So this is a state of the traffic across major highways, and we'll continue bringing that to you throughout this morning, even as we anticipate more events. The Remembrance March that should be taking place later this morning. And as you can see, matatus here, this is where most passengers are disembarking on that roundabout as they turn back to Jogoo Road. Yes. All right, let's now take a short break. After the break, I'll be having some young Kenyans in studio to discuss their memories of June 25th, 2024, and looking forward to this day that now turns out to be more of a holiday. Or is it? We'll be having that discussion after the break.